Hey, hey,
Hi, Mercy. I'm gonna say hi, Mercy. Hi, Jelly.
hey. Happy Tuesday. Happy Tuesday. How's everybody doing? I hope you are having a wonderful day. It's been a little chilly here in Nashville, but you know what? It's nice and warm and cozy right now, live with Jelly. We have the fabulous um Mercy K. Um, So excited to have you here.
Thank
And
you.
thank you to everybody that is joining us, everybody is watching us. Be sure to ask any questions that you have. Um, and welcome to show number 10, okay? Live with
Woo!
Kelly, episode 10. I am so
Yeah.
excited. And especially to have Mercy. First of all, thank you, Mercy, for even making time to be here because quiet as it's kept, your schedule will be packed.
Thanks to you for that too. But yes, thanks to folks like you. But no, thank you for having me. It's an honor. You're my girl. You're my boo. So I
I'm
appreciate it.
so and you looking fabulous as always.
Thank
So
you.
those who are not familiar with Mercy Kate, we have her Instagram here where you can go ahead and check her out. She is all things beauty, especially all things natural, all things styling, and not just styling your hair, but also face, clothes, and then she's into natural remedies, natural health, naturally joyful, naturally choosing to be joyful.
Woo!
um
Yes. Okay.
and so first of all, Mercy, how did you even get into I mean, what started this interest in beautifying not just men but also women? Like, what started this interest in you to make people feel good about themselves?
Well, a lot of times there's beauty in pain, right? And I grew up being told I wasn't beautiful. I grew up with negative Nancy's and naysayers always coming for the way I looked. I had very attractive parents, and they would always be like, "Well, you don't look like your mom," or "You should have been a man. You would have looked better like as a boy." Yeah, it would be crazy. So I would play with my dolls and fix their hair, and I ended up starting to do my hair about 9. I told my mom, like, don't touch my hair anymore. They had these fan ponytails back in the day. We would wear our hair in a ponytail, and she would not do me a fan. And so I started doing that. And then one day, someone who used to be really close in our family went to a hair school and came home and said, "You guys can do this." She was talking to me and my cousin. And from then on, I was not the best. My cousin was better than me. It was about 11 or 12. And from then on, I started doing hair on the regular. Like, I would have appointments after school. Everybody knew me to do all the guys or girls braids. So ever
How
since
old
I
were
was
you?
11 or 12, 12 years old for a fact, I was booking appointments and doing hair after school every day. And it went from there.
Wow. Hey, Miss Sharika. So glad that you are in. Thank you for joining us. Be sure to ask any questions that you have, especially if you're into natural hair. Um, and
Any
so at
hair, really.
11 years old, you were already doing hair, taking care of people, taking
Yeah,
appointments.
at home. Appointments started at 12. So I was doing family hair by 11. Appointments started by 12.
Oh my goodness. Movita's like, oh wow, 12 years old. Yeah,
Yes,
I'm pretty sure some of you parents are probably looking at your kids like, get off that game. Get out
exactly. I mean, but like for African, I'm of African descent. I'm full-blooded Sierra Leonean. Um, back home, you have little kids like braiding behind their moms. When they're doing hair, they'll just pat. We call it junks, but it's the piece of hair you're braiding. They'll pass it to the child and say, "You start," and that's how they start learning how to do hair. So in other cultures, it's normal to see children helping out in the family business. It doesn't matter what it is. So like you understand as being African, my Zambia queen, Zambian queen, like at the end of the day, it's something that we grow up seeing. So a lot of people might say, "Oh, you're too young to work," but if somebody has the passion, I say fuel it. I say encourage them. I say, like invest in that child and what their belief and dream is. It's nothing wrong with harnessing their abilities.
Wow. So, were you charging people?
Yeah,
So, I
yeah.
mean, was your mom like your momager? I mean, was she like, "Can you be home after school? Be here at 5?" I mean,
Actually, I have a great parents, but my parents were divorced. My mother was working. She's a full time single mom. And so after school, the kids would come to my house and I would braid their hair. It actually was a relief because as I got older into my teens, I wanted a cell phone. She's a single mom trying to provide. There's certain things that they can't allot for you. And I was able to get whatever I wanted. So when it came to clothes, that's how I got into fashion. I was a plus size girl. I've always been a heavy set girl. I wanted to look like the skinny girls, but in my size. It costs more to look fancy as a plus size girl. So I was able to um, practically pay for my own wardrobe, pay for my own phone. I was able to save. It taught me money management. I was able to get whatever I want and I was able to do things by just having that gift. And I didn't have to bug my mom. So no, she didn't. She knew she taught me. She's a very strong woman. You know my mom. She's very disciplined. She's very intact. She's sassy and prissy. She's like one of the most bougiest people you meet. And it's not stuck up or arrogant. It's just sophisticated. And with that being said, she was like, "You can be." She said, "I might have had a fat child, but I didn't have an ugly child." My mom was very to the point. She was like, "Baby, you got weight on you, but you can always look good no matter what." So it was a must. Hair had to be done, clothes had to be fly. I it was just that's what we do. So it doesn't matter what you were given, what card, you just need to learn how to play it.
wow. So, you started off with clients. Do you by chance still have some of those clients that you started at 12 years old?
No, but I have clients from when I was 17. Yes, some of them I still do their hair from when I was 17, but the ones at 12, fashion evolved back then. Well, it's coming back now, but cornrows were the thing, half up, half down. And there was more people with natural hair back then. It's not the world of wigs, weaves, and all this other stuff. So fashion evolves, style evolves. But yes, I have one. She actually came here 2 days ago. I've been doing her hair since I was 17, 18 years old. So
Wow.
almost 20 years I've been doing her hair.
Yeah, Sharika is like, wow, exactly speaking. Wow. Like that is a long time.
It
And
is.
so from doing hair and taking care of people as a teen, then you went ahead and perfected the skill by going to hair school.
Yes. I left college. So I was in college. I was actually studying, I was a pre med major. I wanted to be an OBGYN, and my parents were very upset when one day I woke up and I was like, "I'm going to hair school." And I can always remember my father saying, "You stupid American children, you have all this opportunity to go to school for free, and you're telling me you want to go make hair." And I was like, "Yes, Daddy. I mean, that's what I heard God told me to do, go to hair school." So I left MTSU and I enrolled in Palm Mitchell School. And I flourished there, honestly. Some of the clients that I picked up in hair school, they still come to me to today. I've mothers from the grandmother to the daughter to the granddaughter. I do 3 generations of hair. Um, and then to suffice or to please my parents, I did go back and get a degree in business. I just realized that if I would have had to become a doctor, I wouldn't have enough time to spend the money. Let's be real. And I wanted to one day have a family. So it was very important to me that I did something that I would have that flexibility in order to be able to make money and impact people's lives. Everything is not about money. We need to realize that people need to be uplifted. And by combing someone's hair or telling them what to wear, or helping them with makeup, you make that difference because when you look in the mirror and you feel good about yourself, it exudes and it attracts people. And I wanted to be a positive change, even though I wasn't still delivering babies. I wanted to see that same light when you see a newborn on somebody's face. So that's how I ended up going to hair school.
Wow. Sharika says, very talented young lady.
Thank you, Sharika. Oh.
I mean, because there are so many people who would have buckled under the pressure of their parents and become a doctor, knowing that you don't want to be a doctor. But ironically enough, your interest in sciences. Oh, she says you're welcome.
Thank you. Yeah.
Your interest in science. Um, it seems like you have a science when it comes to your clients and the products and the whole spiel. Like, take us through what that looks like.
So you do need to have a scientific background. A lot of people think they learn this in hair school. A lot of hair schools are not teaching what you need to know to master hair. So hair is a fiber, which is an extension of the skin on your face. And if you look at somebody's skin, you can actually see what's going on with their hair. You can tell them what they eat, what they don't eat, what they lack, what they need, how much water. It's a whole thing. So when you sit in my chair, I'm actually consulting you on your diet. I'm consulting you on exercise. I'm consulting you on stimulation and blood flow. I'm telling you if you need a protein or a carb or a lipid. All these things cause different things. So lipid in the hair would cause a shine. Moisture is how we retain length. So I would tell you if you need more water. If your hair is breaking off, I would say, okay, you been eating enough protein, and have you been eating the right proteins? So yes, science comes back, and it also comes into hair coloring. All those things because there's three bonds in hair. If I need to color your hair, I need to know that I'm attacking the disulfide bond. And if I'm washing your hair, I need to know that's a hydrogen bond.
Wait,
And I need to
I'm sorry, I'm going to cut you off. You're speaking Spanish. If if you're coloring my hair, then you need to attack the disulfide
disulfide bond. So
disulfide bond.
bond. Yeah, there's three
I
bonds
didn't
in
know
hair.
I had a disulfide in my hair.
Well, you have three bonds. And this is how I explain hair to people. Hair is like a door. You can open and close it. You open it with hot water and you close it with cold water. That door is actually what we call the cuticle. And so by me looking at your hair, I know what I need to put in your hair or take out of your hair. And I do that by opening it with hot water. And after I've gotten what I want, I will now close it with cold water. So anybody who sits in my chair and I wash your hair, you know we start off hot. But when it's time to rinse, I'm going to tell you, hey, it's about to be a shock. It's about to be cold water. Jelly, you can attest to this. And I totally will rinse your hair out with ice cold water to seal that in. So, yes, science plays a big role in hair. And hair is not so much what I'm doing all the time, it's more so what you're doing at home, especially if I see you only one time every 2 weeks. So, you need to know what you need to do in order to get the best results. So, when I touch it, it shines through.
Aquila says, wow. And then she says, learn something new every day. Girl, too, did you know we had to dye somebody something? I didn't know. I didn't know I had to dye shopper. I didn't know. Mabita says, break it down. Yeah, I didn't know we had to dye shopper. So, but I know like one thing, I'm just okay. She like not at all. Exactly. We had to dye summer. See what? Yeah, we don't know. And again, Sharika is like, no, we didn't know I had a dye shama. And then she's like, but I know now, girl. And Sharika has three girls. So this is good to know. So one of the things I can definitely attend, y'all. I mean, y'all gotta catch next week's show because I'm late doing getting my hair done. So don't judge this now. This is 2 weeks, but. One of the things I can definitely say that Khenie has personally helped me with is all of my life, I thought I had to be tender-headed. And those of y'all that had tender-headed or got them kids crying and screaming, I feel their pain, okay? And I remember, I think, mentioning like, oh, I'm really tender-headed, so you got to be gentle. And Khenie was just like, what?
That's a lack of protein. Yeah.
Lack of protein? I was like, what?
On your scalp.
You know, yeah.
I mean, she needed a protein treatment. So yeah, a lot of you guys going through tender headedness, tender scalp, it hurts. It's just your scalp telling you I need protein. So
speak
you're
up just a little bit. Speak up.
Sorry. So a lot of people going through being tender headed or their hair hurting, it's your scalp letting you know you have a lack of protein getting to your cuticles. And so you would need a cuticle treatment, a protein treatment, and it'll go ahead and eliminate that. It might take more than one, but one or two treatments will go ahead and eliminate that problem. So
I'm a witness to that because after all this time, I didn't have to go through that pain.
it's a lot of studying. If your hairdresser is not going for further education, if your hairdresser is not watching, YouTube is amazing, y'all. Come on, it's free. It's free education. Like I paid a lot of money to go to hair school. People don't have to pay to watch these people talk all day. And so, like, if you want to know, watch some of these YouTubers. They're great. And get a professional stylist to look at your hair. Now it is important. I'm sorry, like some of, I was a kitchen beautician, but I was a kitchen beautician with a license. Okay, and years before that, I was still a kitchen beautician. Some things you just do not know until you get educated about. So sometimes you do need to go reach out to a professional, see if they're accredited. The best word of the best type of what is it marketing is word of mouth. um See if the person talking to you has edges. um
Oh, see if
I'm
they have
sorry.
edges. Is that what you just said?
Now, Jelly,
So if your stylist don't have edges, be careful. What you? What,
don't make me pull off this wig. But yes. I mean, and all due respect, some people have edge problems for alopecia. There's other reasons why person's edges are missing. I don't want to be just completely rude and um just insensitive, but no, you need to see, like, does she rock her hair sometimes? If she does, is she telling you what she's doing? You need to see those things so you know if they're actually practicing what they're preaching. Because I cannot stand a nappy headed beautician. It bothers me. Like, why? Why? Why should I trust you? And you look like that. So that's just mine.
so what we just said. So you're supposed to ask to see their edges. Y'all don't get put out. Don't get in a fight. Don't do that.
No, don't do that. Don't do that. Don't, please don't do that, Movita. Please
But
don't
I'm
ask.
glad that Mobita asked that though. Here's my question. Now, what about men? Because I know you have a lot of male
I
clients.
do.
So let's talk about beard care, hair, beard, and I don't think they understand. Like like what. Talk to me about beard care because sometimes I see men and some of their beards. I'm like,
They starting fires out here. It's rough, man. Like moist. I mean, this it's hair. The same thing you're doing for your head and other parts of your body. Like your beard wouldn't mind that. Like shampoo it, condition it. They have so many creams out on the market. And if not, use shea butter. Do something like just silken that thing so other people don't have to suffer. I mean, we're out here suffering. Comb it, brush it. Why are you, why are you making that face? But no, for real, like shampoo it, condition it, go through it, brush it through, make sure it feels good. You're scratching up somebody's face. You didn't ask for that. And so we're asking you to help them. That's it.
say save the babies, moisturize the beards. But I mean, but if they're bald on top, then I don't think that they would think like, oh, what if they're? I mean,
And again, it's selfishness. A lot of times they have an expectation of their partner to look a certain way and to be up to par, and you're not being considerate. Even let's say people who are single, I'm single, like I can't expect a man to want to walk up to me and I look a hot mess. Let's be realistic. I don't care how beautiful he tells you are without makeup. There's some things you need to do to look more appealing to the next person. So do us all a favor. Women, there's a beard game out here. Gang, have you seen them? You're the one who showed me the whole group. They're they're beautiful, but they take time. They make an effort, and it shows. They have how many followers? You know? Yes.
public service announcement.
TSA.
Moisturize.
So yes, it matters. It matters. If a man has a nice beard, I look at it. But if you got those patches and it looks rough, I'm moving past you. I don't. No,
I
I
mean, but
don't.
there's help for that, right?
There is help. I mean, sometimes beauticians or stylists, We'll offer a service. You could also, it's something I'm thinking about offering one of my clients. He has me color his beard. So he does not like the gray patches. So I offer him a color service and I color it to match his hair. He likes everything black. He's just graying a little earlier than he would like. So he hasn't hit 40 yet. He wants to look very nice and still young and vibrant. So we color and add some luster and shine to it. And he was pleased. So yes, there are services you can ask your stylist if they would like to do that for you. I know some people are uncomfortable because it's kind of like, how do I wash their face over the shampoo bowl? But you'll be more surprised that people are more open to things than they are turned off from it. So don't limit yourself.
So, okay, now let's say, because I mean, let's be clear, we're in a pandemic. The times are expensive. Things are expensive. Some of us got three, four, five kids. I mean, I might go to YouTube University to just style my own hair and my kids' hair. So, would you suggest at least like once a year, men and women at least go to someone professional to make sure they're doing the correct thing?
Yes, I agree on the once or twice a year. I do this for a lot of my naturals. Um, they come in once to twice a year to get a trim, a professional trim. I would suggest that for your beard as well. Even for men or women who have locks, that is a very big thing. You need to make sure that your tresses are growing out in the accurate and appropriate way. And a professional can look at that and tell you what you need to change in your regimen in order to maintain the health of your hair and the integrity of it. You see a lot of people's hair growing, but it may grow thin, it may grow wiry, it might do things you're not expecting, and it could be little small changes such as diet or exercise that could actually get it on the right track to grow right. So yes, the people who I trim twice a year, their hair is flowing. I had a client the other day. We came back after a year and her hair had grown 7 inches because she did not use any heat and she drank water, and she would consult with me if she had some irritation on her scalp or whatnot. So you can see results by just getting a consultation and having somebody look at it for you and tell you what to do. So yes, if you want to leave it alone and you don't have time or money for the salon, buy product. If you get an extra $5, try a new product. It's not hard to try, and that's better than paying 50, 60 plus words, hundreds of dollars. So, yes, please see somebody or consult with someone who is a professional.
Wow. So who knew that, our hair and some of the hair, I mean, who knew that that was affected by our diet, our exercise, and, how we treat just how we treat our body is affecting our hair and our facial hair. So, I mean, when you say water, like, is there a certain amount of water you think we should drink to make sure? Because I mean, I also know you're big on skin and making sure that you're naturally taking care of your skin as well. And so, how much water? Like, what would you suggest? Is there certain things we should be adding to our diet, food wise, too? Excuse me, so we're healthy all over.
Yes, water, the recommendation is 64 ounces. That does not go for everybody. That's based on a certain body weight. Once you pass the recommended body weight, I would say time multiply that per your body weight and try and drink that. A lot of people have testimonials. You see them every day about drinking a gallon a day. It does wonders. It flushes your system. You feel great. Your hair's growing. It's awesome. It does so much for you. When it comes to diet, omega-3 fatty acids. When you eat that salmon, your hair comes back to me different, ma'am. Nuts. Um, Eat balance. Eat carbs. Eat protein. Eat veggies. Green leafy veggies. It's not just about your body. It's showing through in your skin and your hair. You can tell a lot when you look at people by what they're eating and the quality of food. We know that times are getting hard, and some people are struggling, but just one healthy choice a day can go a long way than not making any healthy choices at all. So sometimes instead of the candy bar, um, I'm sorry, I was reading what she said. Instead of the candy bar, switch and eat some fruit, citrus. amazing. It does multiple things for your body. But yeah, so that diet is important. So on your way to healthy living, yeah, and healthy hair and skin, think about what you're putting in your mouth. And rule of thumb, if you can't eat it, don't put it on your hair.
Shrika says, I use, you can't eat it. Okay, I use the Do Grow oil. I was like, shampoo. I use the Do Grow oil, and my hair has grown back fast. You know about the Do Grow? I don't know about the Do Grow.
Yeah, you don't know about Duco? Girl, that's
Everybody don't know about Do Grow.
old school. You either use the blue, the green. It comes in a white container. Tell me if I'm wrong. Some of them got the little herbs in it. It's wonderful. Got a black top. I used to use it back in the day. Dugo's great. Some of these things have sulfates and other things that people are learning about here recently that they didn't know about. So make sure you're reading on the back of the bottle those ingredients. If you can't pronounce it, run. That's rule of thumb. If you cannot pronounce it, run. I use a lot of black castor oil. I use shea butters. I use bamboo extract, charcoal. If I have to balance somebody's scalp, it's going to take you to kind of be like a herbalist. I know sometimes, but a lot of chemists these days work for these big companies and they actually tell you what they're putting in the bottles. Research, see where it came from, and see what they're putting into your oils. Do Grow is great, but honestly, Sharika, I bet you eat well. I bet you drink water. I bet you do a lot of these things that we're talking about. And sometimes it's hereditary. I bet you got great genes and everybody's here in your family slow.
Okay. Okay.
Okay.
And she said yes.
Yes, yes.
Okay, so okay, so Khenie Mercy, Khenie. I mean, yeah, I appreciate you taking some time away from the mercy seat to show us some mercy and how we can give mercy upon ourselves. So, what inspires you? Who inspires you?
Oh, my future generations, my kids I haven't had yet, though their children and their children,
So, people who
they
don't
inspire me.
exist inspire you.
Yeah, because I have faith that they're coming.
Okay, is there anybody that's already here that inspires you?
I can say a whole lot right now. I'm gonna my family. I'm very family oriented. I Everybody who knows I have nieces and nephews that I love dearly. They inspire me. I am team auntie for life. Uh, I'm ready to be a mama, but they inspire me. Those are my babies. Those are my babies.
That is awesome. So, what about any role models? Any influencers? Any has anybody influenced your work, your mission, your goals?
My parents, both of them, they're so hardworking. They were so giving growing up, and I saw a lot, but they inspire me. Like just even when my dad calls me and says, "I'm so proud of you," like it means a lot. When my mom was like, like she lights up just to see me being my own business owner because she did it with my mom was a master seamstress. Growing up, she tried it and then she gave up. Now she's a respiratory therapist. But for her to see me walk in that light of entrepreneurship, it makes her proud. And so my parents are they do that for me.
And let me attest, like Khenie is not just your like, yes, she does hair full time. No, she's not driving Uber in between. She's doing, she's taking care of people full time and she travels. Um, she just got back from Puerto Rico not too long ago. Wait, Dominican Republic or Puerto Rico?
Puerto Rico.
Puerto Rico, she travels. She travels. She loves the beach. She does her thing. And so she's actually a testament of following your dreams, pursuing your dreams, and actually be able to pay your bills and live.
For real, for real. Yeah.
Mobita wants to know: do you do virtual consultations? If I send a picture of my scalp, can you tell me what's up?
I guess so. I mean, I have Duo. I have
Oh,
I
so what
have
you saying is instead of you sending a picture, you can do actual virtual like live. Don't just
live.
because the filter might be wrong, and she might be like, "Oh
Ye-
my God, see a doctor," and really it's just your ring light.
And Mobita, you might have a patch and you might be trying to hide that from me. I need to catch that patch, bruh. I need to catch that patch.
Do you find yourself staring at people's heads? when in line at the store, just picturing how to fix their issues. Ooh.
Um, Usually it's my friends with me. They're like, Kenny, look at that hot mess. You need to. They need your card. They need your number. I try not to be very judgmental. If I told you how many alopecia clients I have, you would be surprised. There's a lot of people walking around here with issues, and I do not want to be one of those people who add to it. People are mean, people are hateful. You see a lot of things every day. So, one thing I practice on myself because I can have a very harsh tongue, I try to be careful about what I speak on other people. So, yes, although I see it sometimes, I'm not going to say anything because you really don't know what that person's going through, but if they come up and ask, I have a card ready and available for them to hand out to them, and I'm willing to help.
I don't think he's talking about the people with like alopecia and hair. I think he's talking about the ratchet mania. I think that's probably what he's.
Now I do judge them. I do. I'm not gonna lie. Yeah, I judge them. I try to walk away, but sometimes you just like, why? If it's my friend, I call her out
Because I
and
know
I
he
give her
said,
a call.
do you stare at people's heads while online just picturing how to fix their issues? So we appreciate the transparency. You're not just picturing, you're judging them while trying not to judge them.
Yeah, I
We,
am.
we appreciate the
I'm not
transparency.
picturing it. I don't. Some people say you don't even want to touch. You're like, ew. I mean, oh, what's under that bonnet? First of all, why do you have a bonnet out on in public?
I mean, well, some products are really like sparkly and are fancy now, and they got like logos
I'm
and
not
stuff.
listening to you. I don't care about the logo. That should be at home. That's ridiculous. Like maybe if you're driving on a trip out of town and you're not getting out the car, but then when you go in the gas station, you need to take that bonnet off. I just don't believe in wearing bonnets outside of your home. It's atrocious.
Okay, well,
Inside joke. Sorry, y'all.
some of us are guilty. Okay, full transparency. If I'm going out of town, I'm in a bonnet, and I'm not taking it off to go to the gas station. Not doing
Yeah.
that. And I
No.
gotta wrap it all the way back up to finish my trip.
What if the what if the king of Zamunda was in there?
The king of
Like
who?
Zamunda.
Yeah, that's not a good joke. I got teased. I came to America. No, that's not a good joke for me. That's a little triggering.
Oh,
I'm triggered. I
I'm
got teased.
sorry.
I'm from Zambia. They used to make fun of us, say Zamunda. That was a little
I
triggering.
didn't know that. I did
That was a little
not.
triggering. If I can't afford to get my hair done, I wear a bonnet.
Get a hat.
I think the host is triggered. Yeah, I was a little triggered for that Zamunda. I was a little
I
triggered.
apologize. That was not my intention. Yeah, she
She
said
said
all the
all the
time.
time.
I mean, yeah, get a hat, get a wig. Honestly, wear a wig. I do not approve of bonnets outside of the home. It bothers me. It bothers me really bad. I'm sorry. I can't.
What
I'm
if it
not
has?
on team
What if
bonnet.
it's those oil infused bonnets? So then it's like moisturizing your hair.
I'm triggered. I'm triggered. No, it's not gonna work. I'm sorry. No.
Okay, Kenny, if you could be any animal, what animal
I
would you
know this is
be?
funny.
And oh, Mabita said, just say no. What
Thank you, Lovita. Sorry.
what animal would you be and why?
An elephant. She's wise. She has the best ivory known to man. She's rare because she's extinct, and she's nurturing. She's motherly, and she can carry a lot with her trunk, honey. I love me a good elephant.
So would it be an African elephant or an Asian elephant?
Why you gotta do all this? I'm African. It's gonna be African. I'm African. It's gonna be an African elephant. All that. Yeah, straight from the motherland. So yeah, an African elephant. Yes.
That is interesting. Okay. Sounds good. Sounds good. Now, are you a coffee drinker? Do you like hot coffee or do you believe in iced coffee or do you think that we need both?
I think we need both. Coffee's a vibe. you gotta, certain moods for certain coffees. So like, no, I believe in both. Whatever makes you feel great, do it.
So coffee's okay for our hair in your book.
Oh yeah, I don't have time for that. Yeah, it's gonna stimulate all that. The blood circulation gonna flow. You gonna ping ping all up in there. Yeah, I love
That's
it.
hilarious. Does anybody else have any questions? Oh, it looks like somebody's Sharika.
I
I.
yes,
This is like I like yes, I'm with
I
it.
like it.
I'm with
Yeah.
it. Okay, so Kenny, if there was something that where do you go from? We have the Mercy seat, and you're available for virtual consultations. Anybody can DM you if they want to. On Instagram if they want a virtual consultation. And you can tell them depending on where they are, what they can get, and things of that nature. So, where do we see the Mercy seat going? Like, what's the vision for the Mercy seat?
Oh, so I'm supposed to start a YouTube channel. I've been talking about this forever, to educate people and just so people can see what goes on behind the chair. We have lots of fun conversations. I get a lot of tea in my chair, and it's not like messy tea. It's not, no, it's just education. So
Oh,
I'm
okay,
not trying to be
tea.
messy. No, like, I mean, like, there's so many things people believe, and I think the world should hear about them. And then, of course, as a believer, I believe that it's a way to outreach and let people hear about the gospel and about Christ. Now, don't get me wrong, I service all types of beliefs, all types of religions. That is not what I'm here to do. I'm spreading love, and anybody on a team will want somebody else on their team. So that's how I look at it. So you can, yeah, you totally. I'm gonna be able to start posting that information on YouTube. So I'm working on it. Jelly's been on me about doing it and hurrying up, and I'm gonna begin to sell bonnets, headscarves,
Oh, you're so good.
because people are not understanding what they're sleeping on and doing to their hair. Like when you lay on these cotton sheets, it's breaking off your hair. Um, there's a lot of things that people need to be educated on, and I want to be the conduit of change. So I am ready to start selling some of these things. So eventually, I will get an online store, and then we want to go to fashion as well. I think hair is an accessory, to your outfit, so, or to your personality.
Rita said,
So
"What say it ain't so?" You start selling bonnets.
I will start selling bonnets, infused too. But yeah, they're meant to be used at home, yes, and taken off, yes.
Sharika says she wants to learn how to braid. So is this something that you're looking into as well? Like say if she wanted a virtual consultation because she has daughters, virtual consultation to for like classes.
Okay, so the virtual consultation, for that, I don't think I'm going to do a virtual, but I will upload videos, step by step processes on how to learn how to braid and the easiest things that I found, different types of braids or whatnot. Yes, I do want to teach people how to do that. So, yes, eventually I am working on this channel. Oh, I'm gonna have to get on it, but yeah, I'm totally gonna do that. So
Yeah, because
yes,
it's out
ma'am.
there now, and you clearly we have people who are looking for this. They're like, "Hey, I want to connect." Hey, and so like her Instagram is right on the page. It's underscore the Mercy underscore seat, and then you that way you can DM her to get to get connected. Let's get healthy. Let's get natural. Let's rock our bonnets.
Yeah.
Um, I wanted to say what you said. Oh, Marita says yes. Everyone has heard you say it. So now you have to do it. You got to get that YouTube out. You got to do
I
it because we've
do.
all heard you say it. Yes.
You're right. You're right. Oh,
And
that's so sweet.
so if you could leave some words of encouragement for anybody to hear, we have gone over time, y'all. This has been really good though.
I'm
If you
sorry.
had no, it's fine. It's been good. If you could leave any words of encouragement for anybody who might be thinking about, how do I pursue my dream? What if my parents are pushing me in this? Or maybe I never thought that something that I was interested in could actually be something that takes care of me and my family. Like, what advice would you give to someone else in terms of their interests or their talents or just, anything like that? Anything that's on your heart?
You are enough. You are more than enough. It's in you. You were born with it. You just need a push. And sometimes that thing you thought was the worst thing is the best thing for you. Um, and you can conquer it. Don't ever give up. And if you have someone around you who's trying to discourage you from that, stay away from them. Everything is about association. Everything is about having friends that uplift you. And just know somebody loves you. And you got to find that love within yourself. You're worth it and you can do it.
That is awesome. That is awesome. Oh, Sharika, she's so sweet. She said, thanks so much. Well, thank y'all for tuning in. We really appreciate it. Make sure you connect with the Mercy Seat and, hey, connect and get what you need for you and your family, for your beard, for your, get a better bonnet. Um, we
Thank
said, thanks for coming
you.
on today. I appreciate you taking out time to do that. And we will be here next week, same time, same place. Appreciate you guys. Wouldn't want to go live without you because you are just so awesome. Thank you for being here, Khenie Mercy. I appreciate you. And everybody,
Thank
I
you.
hope you have a wonderful, wonderful week. And we'll see you soon. Bye, everybody.
Bye.